This is Chief Meteorologist Ben Pine in the WHAS 11 News First Alert Storm Team Weather Center here on this August the 10th, 2022 here at 10:01 p.m. and we are tracking a few leftover downpours here on the very tail end of a front that is moving off to the south. And they are not moving much at all. I saw some huge puddles downtown. Got my shirt a little bit wet as well. So this is once again the last of the tropical downpours that we'll see for a little while, putting down some very heavy rain over parts of metro Louisville. And again, not moving very much. Not much left to the south either. We'll take a look at that here in just a second. We'll look at Futurecast and look at some much better weather over the next several days. Also, my last post on here was a Kentuckiana black bear is back. It's been like, I think it was 2018 the last time we had a black bear swim across the Ohio River into southern Indiana. This one is in Taylor County, Kentucky. Spotted in a couple places, it looks like east of Campbellsville Airport Road area. So that is also exciting. All right, just opening up the chat here. Thank you, Rita Harmon, for tuning in. So let's take a look. Let's put a stop to this. This is a 2-hour loop, by the way, and again, not much movement in this activity that we have over the area. So from downtown to Germantown to Clifton's, east down Interstate 64, St. Matthews, Northfield, St. Regis Park, down to almost Buchel, heavy rain there, and then near the airport, Iroquois Park, down PRP, down Dixie Highway to Valley Station to Fairdale, you've got heavy rain. Lanesville, underneath some very heavy rainfall as well. And then off to the east, getting wet between Simpsonville and Shelbyville. Well, earlier today, you guys had a storm sit over your spot for quite some time. And then parts of Franklin and Henry County right on the line there. You've got a downpour there. So just a little tour of the radar. And then down south, things have really collapsed. Check out this like 3-hour loop. Look at all those thunderstorms, and then they just kind of wash themselves out. So that's what we're waiting on now, is for these thunderstorms, these heavy tropical downpours to just kind of wash themselves out and fade away through the nighttime, like the ones to the south already did. So there is the flood watch that continues until midnight. And so I want to show you something here. So this is the tropical air, the super muggy air that's basically been around all of July and early August. This is a bit more comfortable air right there. That is some drier air that we'll have in place tomorrow. It's going to be kind of gradually moving down into our area. And then this is the really dry air to the farther to the north, up here, the northern half of Lake Michigan, Lake Superior. That will come down on Friday, and we will call this super dry. Oops. Let's see how my handwriting is with this thing. So we're waiting for this pleasant weather for Friday and Saturday. That's going to be very, very nice. Cooler nighttime temperatures. Some of the coolest nighttime temps that we've seen since late June, when we had a front move through. So Futurecast shows most of our activity fading away over the next hour or so. And then tomorrow morning, notice our temperature spread here. We may see some upper 50s north of the river, 60s in Louisville, and then hovering around 70 south. So more humid to the south of the Ohio River. Tomorrow afternoon, we've got a light north breeze. So a north breeze in August is typically a good thing. That is going to help cool things down a little bit. We're looking at low to mid 80s, a lot of sunshine across the area, and some of that drier air slowly filtering into the area as well. let's make it even better, as I mentioned, okay? So then we've got still a north breeze, and I'll make this full screen. So you've got even cooler 50s north of the river Friday morning, and starting to get a little cooler for some areas off to the south as well. Friday afternoon, take a look, upper 70s, lower 80s. That is that nice, cooler, dry air that's going to work in from the north. And then Friday night, if you have any camping to do, that would be fantastic. Look at that. It's even trying to pop in a couple upper 40s out there. So it looks like 50s for lows Friday night. That's going to feel fantastic. We get to give the AC a break. Saturday afternoon looks just as good. Upper 70s, lower 80s. Passing along the good news here on a Wednesday night after what has been a soggy and muggy weather pattern for quite some time. We're at 76 with downpours over parts of Metro Louisville, 91% humidity. The dew points are still very high, and temperatures are in the 70s throughout the area. That's another way to look at the drier air to work into our area. So from the Ohio River south is where it's really muggy right now. So the lighter shading of green indicates a little bit more comfortable air tomorrow as the super muggy air moves into Tennessee and south. And then we shove the soupy, sultry, sticky, steamy air down to the Gulf Coast as that drier air is on top of us Friday. So we'll look forward to that. Humidity tracker showing that drop in humidity for Friday and Saturday goes up just a little bit early next week, but all in all, not too bad with the humidity levels over the next 7 days. Okay, hometown temps tonight. Coolest north of the river, more humid south. And then we're looking at some low to mid 80s for tomorrow afternoon. A below normal 7-day forecast. Average high is still 89 this time of the year. Average low is 70, and so we're looking at some lower 80s overall. We might see a couple showers return early Sunday. Some of the weather models are dry. Some show a couple showers. And then we're looking at some small rain chances off and on for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as it looks like we will be on the backside of what is an upper level low pressure system. So if you picture something spinning counterclockwise, and if we're on the west side of that, we have a north flow next week, and that gives us the below normal temperatures. So we will look forward to that situation there. Let's go back to Max HD radar. Rusty Brooks has thunder in Shepherdsville. We'll zoom in here since most of it is over Louisville right now. So these are just some slow pockets of heavy rain over the top of the city. Teresa Burrows, thanks for watching. Chris Hall, how's it going? Jose Hernandez just drove through the downpours from Linden through Louisville into Jeffersonville. Coming down very, very heavy, and it shuts off very quickly. It could be raining in one backyard and not another with how slow these things are moving. Lori Cruz, thanks for tuning in. Brenda Sanders, and this is just evidence of how sluggish this atmosphere is. There's just not much wind to push these things along, but eventually we're going to get that front to move off to the south. Rusty, what about Shepherdsville? If you're going to get any rain, it's possible these could survive, but I think they're going to kind of collapse on top of themselves, which is just happening here over the last few minutes. If you look here at this storm that was over Iroquois Park down to Valley Station, let's do an hour. This is a 2-hour loop. I'm going to do an hour loop, and notice how over the last few minutes it's gone from red to yellow and green. So the intensity of the rain is diminished quite quickly with that one. So it's just kind of raining itself out, and this one will likely do something very similar. That's over St. Matthews and down Bardstown Road and Germantown, the Highlands, and downtown, as we do have some very heavy rain coming down right now. As we're just touring the heavy rain, there's Grinstead, Cherokee Park, getting in on the heavy rainfall. It's easy to flood some of the creeks there through Cherokee Park, so watch out. If you have any late night plans to be driving through that area, we're going down Shelbyville Road, down St. Matthews. By the malls there's the Waterson interchange. Going down to Middletown, down Shelbyville Road, and then we're drying out by the Snyder. heavy down I-71. You get a break there for a little bit down the Waterson, and there's that storm that's falling apart. And then over here into the far southwestern corner of Floyd County into Harrison County, Lanesville, Breckenridge, down Indiana 62 and 11, heavy rain there. And then off to the east, we still have this pretty heavy rainmaker between Shelbyville and Simpsonville, up to almost Chestnut Grove. But not much else out there. Just that little broken line. And those will likely collapse here over the next hour or so. And then a drier weather pattern is on the way. I wanted to show you one thing, though. We're going to get a reinforcing shot of some dry air that moves in tomorrow evening. Might spark a shower or two. We're leaving the rain chance off the 7-day. So this is tomorrow evening. If you look very closely, let me go back to full screen. So this is kind of a leading edge of that drier air. It's almost like a little mini front. So this is 5 p.m. tomorrow, 6, 7. It's just such a small chance of rain. We just left it off the 7-day forecast. So at best, maybe a shower or two over parts of southern Indiana, but that's about it. And that's going to bring in that cooler and drier air for Friday morning and Friday afternoon. And again, some of the coolest temps, looks like at nighttime, that we've seen since late June. Late June's the last time we saw nighttime temps in the 50s. So we will take it. What a turn of events this has been this summer that started off with record heat and drought. We flipped the script, and now everything's green. And we've had too much rain in parts of Kentucky. We've had a lot of rain over the area. We're no longer in a drought. The crops are looking great in most locations, the corn, the soybeans. And it's a very lush August out there. And we've got below normal temperatures on the way. So things are looking good for us as we look ahead. So hope you guys have a good night. I will see you in about 47 minutes on WHS 11 News, The Night Team. Thanks for watching. Sleep well. And